How you doing? It's Boog. You watching Boogtube. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Money in the Bank. From Los Angeles, California, there's no way better to open up the first pay-per-view with L.A. Knight. Yeah, let's go. Everybody, if you're just tuning in, this is the beginning of Money in the Bank. I'm glad to have you all here today. We're starting off with the 8-man Money in the Bank ladder match that includes one special entry. So we'll see who that is. But LA Knight qualified on Monday Night Raw, beating Seth Rollins. So we'll see. Entering next. Recently drafted to Monday Night Raw, the Hall of Famer, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. AJ Styles is here, making his debut in the Syndicate era after being drafted to Monday Night Raw on the draft that happened this week. We're culminating the week with our first pay-per-view, Money in the Bank. We're very excited to be bringing you this. It's going to be a long video, but trust me, it is worth every single minute. Entering third here in the Money in the Bank match, one half of Fraxium, the resident superhero, Axiom. Tonight, Axiom will be doing double duty, competing in the Money in the Bank, and he'll be able to fight in the tag team match against the Hart Dynasty alongside his partner Nathan Frazier for the tag team championships. He's qualified for this match on SmackDown. He is a SmackDown superstar. Entering next, which is fourth, Mr. Monday Night himself. He qualified, beating CM Punk in a shocker. But there's no other way to celebrate a Money in the Bank without the high flyer himself, the legend from ECW. Yes, sir, ladies and gentlemen, Rob Van Dam. Entering fifth. The one and only Prince, leader of the original Bullet Club, Finn Balor. Finn Balor is here. He qualified on Monday night, also winning a triple threat that had, I think, Ilya Dragunov and Kevin Owens in the match. If you're new to the channel, please give me a like, subscribe, join the Syndicate. It's only up from here. The college football will be the next series that'll be out, so please tune in. And stay tuned into this because this won't stop. We're keeping it going. Entering next in the match. Viva la Raza. Latino Heat. The one and only. He lies, he cheats, he steals. Eddie Guerrero, who just qualified yesterday in a hellacious match between Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, himself, and Kurt Angle. He was able to steal that victory, but hey, can he steal the briefcase tonight and book his way to a championship match of his choosing? And the surprise! Oh my God! Oh my God! Drafted to SmackDown as the last pick, Jacob Fatu! Jacob Fatu is debuting in the Syndicate era. He's on the same show as the Usos and Roman Reigns also, and Solo Sikoa. We have the whole bloodline on SmackDown. Welcome to the Syndicate era, Fatu. Jacob Fatu is looking to be money and win the Money in the Bank briefcase for a title of his choosing. The Samoan Werewolf is here. And we're looking for our last entrant into the Money in the Bank match. And of course, it's none other than the man that was personally scouted by Mr. Monco, the man we know all over, everywhere, the superstar athlete, Boog. Boog is here, everybody, and he has qualified on Monday Night Raw to be into the Money in the Bank match. So we'll see what we got. Here coming out, Boog to the ring. He has never been in any type of ladder match, so he's new to this. Let's see if he can come away with the victory. And here we are on the way as everybody's going after it. Axiom dumping out Guerrero to the outside, and Fatu's going to the outside looking for some weapons here early on as we have Boog, LA Knight, and Balor in the ring. And he looks like a disaster kick right there to LA Knight, trying to slow him down. But look at Balor trying to take it to Boog, but Boog looking at showing off that athleticism with a Canadian destroyer right there in the middle, on the side of the ring. Not really the middle. And you have the action going on outside. That's Fatu. Oh no, Boog is tearing it up on the inside, trying to lift up LA Knight, knock him down. They're going back and forth. Fatu and Balor are going at it on the outside. As long as also RVD getting a little weapon to show off that extreme physicality that he's used to. RVD is fighting on the outside with the Rob Van Dam, letting everybody know who he is. Like I said before, ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to the channel, please make sure you drop a subscribe, drop a like, tune in. The Syndicate era is just getting started. This is our first ever pay-per-view, setting off what our universe and what our year is gonna be. Okay, this won't stop here though. We'll add more and more on coming up within the agenda. I just played the college football beta, so we'll be adding that also to what's going on this page. So if you're a fan of WWE, you got your content here. If you're a fan of other stuff, there's more content to come. Just find what kind of community you belong to, and please feel free to comment and talk to me, and I respond to everyone. Also, if you want a character or a call, that's a created wrestler, but look at that Boog with that knee striking on the outside, trying to wear down Fatu. If you want to call in here, in this universe, and want to see him make a name for himself or her make a name for herself, please put in the comment section your gamer tag and who you want upload it to community creations, and I'll add them to NXT. That's how I want to keep you guys involved too, having more superstars coming in and becoming the next generation, because eventually some of these guys are gonna go away. How much longer do you think AJ Styles got in him? How much longer do you think Eddie Guerrero got in him? RVD. So I'm all about building new stars. Anyway, back to the match. As we see Fatu picking up that ladder. Oh, drop kick. And another drop kick on the other side with Balor. Coup de grace to Axiom. Oh man, Axiom's in a lot of pain right there. This guy, I'm not gonna lie, this guy is tripping, because pulling double duty on the biggest night of his career is insane to me. You have a chance to get gold, yes, and become Money in the Bank champ or briefcase holder. But also too, you are fighting for tag team gold that you have not won before for your first ever time, and you're facing off against very talented Bret the Hitman Hart and Jim the Anvil. Oh my God! Boogie bomb right there to the top, to Jacob Fatu. Ladder's in the center of the ring. RVD's all alone. And he looks like he's gonna go up there, and it looks like he's trying to get a little bit of. Oh, knocked over by Axiom. And Balor's trying to fight Axiom back and hurt him for good, so he sits down. That's that high-octane offense from Axiom. You're going to have to find a way. But yeah, Axiom qualified beating Jim the Anvil, and the winner of that was kind of going to be a loser and have to pull double duty regardless. So we'll see. Later on this tonight, we have the women's Money in the Bank match. We have 2 world titles on the line. Seth Rollins having the ability to redeem himself in a match against Shawn Michaels for the World Heavyweight Championship. So we'll hope that it's going to be after this. So whoever wins this match has the full right to cash in on anybody of their choosing, because they will have the briefcase in their hands. Also, oh my gosh, what a drop kick by Boog from the top rope. Also, we have the main event is the WWE Championship between Batista and Brock Lesnar. Some women's tag world champions matches. We have Io Sky, who qualified to be in the #1 contenders match against a mystery opponent who was handpicked also. But the thing is, Io did that on the first day of Raw. First day, first match of Syndicate Era. Moonsault by Axiom as Fatu looks like he's done playing games and he's getting that ladder. Knocking down Axiom, setting up the ladder in the middle of the ring. Fatu, is Fatu gonna be money? Is Fatu gonna win it all? Jacob Fatu, he's going up there. He has one more chance. He's gonna go. No, Boog knocks him off. And they're going back and forth. Headbutt, and he knocks Boog off the ladder and he gets down before Finn Balor knocks over the ladder. Balor and Fatu still going at it in a clothesline right on top of the ladder. And LA Knight with a little driver right there, trying to slow Balor down, but Balor's kipping back up, and LA Knight's driving him in the corner. Broken up by Axiom. Oh, a BFT of his own. He stole the move. And Axiom is gonna do it. No, he's yanked down by Balor. Drop kick right in the face, but it does not do enough to knock him over. Here we go. Oh, Jacob is busted open on the outside. He took a hard fall, and Styles is now fighting back. Oh, Balor is knocked off by LA Knight. Can LA Knight do it with a neck breaker right there? Where's he going, though? This is where you win the match. You had everyone down. RVD, I don't know what he's going for. Looks like a powerbomb. But Balor's knocking him down. After the powerbomb, and Eddie looked like he was going to steal it, but he gets hit in the face by LA Knight. LA Knight, climb it. Reach the brass ring that you've never done before. Oh, no, he gets thrown out of the ring by Balor. And Balor's going up top. He's gotten everyone's attention, though. Wait, what's happening? He knocks it over. As Boog is on the outside, taking out Fatu. You got to take out the Samoan werewolf if you want a chance at winning this, Boog. You have to. AJ Styles trying to work on. I know the knees are hurting right there. Irish whipping him into a slam right on top of the ladder. This match has been nothing short of physical. And Boog goes for a twist of fate, but it's reversed by Balor. Drop kick. Wrenching the arm out. Fatu is back up. It is so hard to keep this man down. That's not even a joke. Oh, no. Chopped him in the chest. Fatu's at the top rope, and he goes for a Uso Samoan splash as he's lifting him up, getting ready to finish him, but Balor is climbing up. DDT. Oh, Balor knocks over Guerrero. And Guerrero is going to keep fighting back as they're both fighting for the briefcase, and he knocked over Balor. Balor is not going to be able to do it today, ladies and gentlemen. Guerrero with a suplex as Boog and Styles are going at it on the outside. LA Knight, yeah. Missing the elbow, falling straight on the ladder. Boog's entering the ring again, so is RVD, but Eddie is going to the top rope. Viva la raza! Oh, no way. With the frog splash that doesn't work, everything is going crazy. It's nothing but chaos going on in the ring. Everyone is hurting. Everyone is out of it. Fatu empty to the outside. LA Knight slamming down Guerrero, but his face hits the corner of the ladder. Hopefully that doesn't cost him. Suplex on the other side. RVD is hit down by the ladder, and now we only have Balor right here. Balor's the only one into the ring, itching up at the ladder again. Can Finn do it? No, Axiom stops him right there. Oh, he goes to attack Fatu, and Balor, he's up there. Balor is Balor gonna do it? He does it. Balor is your Money in the Bank winner. Wow, Finn Balor reaching the brass ring and becoming Money in the Bank winner. Entering next, the Mad Czar, the Mad Dragon, Ilya Dragunov. Ilya will be facing off for the vacant Intercontinental Championship against someone. I'm not sure who, but we'll see. It's going to be a surprise, but one of these guys will be champ. Would it be Dragunov, who qualified on Monday Night Raw, or will it be this man? Ha! Y'all want to go big. It's Big E. Big E is back. He's returned from the neck injury. They said his career would be over, but it's not. You can't write off former WWE champion, former Money in the Bank winner. You cannot write off Big E. Let's get ready for this matchup. Oh, Dragunov! What is Dragunov doing? Ilya is not playing around with Big E. I think this match is a TLC. Yes, it looks like it's a TLC, ladies and gentlemen. And this has not stopped Dragunov from taking the advantage. Who cares about nostalgia today? Not him. He cares about championships and championships only. As he's trying to wear down on Big E. You know, Big E has that strength, so it's going to be very hard for Dragunov to get one over him, so he has to move quicker. But Dragunov might have lost a step ever since that ACL tear. As you can see, the knee brace on his right leg. Cracking Big E over the skull and going to town with this chair as he panders to the crowd. Big E has lost all momentum coming into this match. But that doesn't say he can't fight back like he knows how. A former member of the New Day, he knows what it takes to become a champion. As he's trying to slam Dragunov into the steps, but it doesn't work, and he tosses him over into the crowd. Wow. What is Dragunov is going to hop over, and they're battling in the crowd, ladies and gentlemen. And a belly-to-belly suplex on the concrete. Wow. If you got tickets over there, you're getting your money's worth. Only throws Big E over to the crowd barricade that's stopping the first row, the first floor seats from the stadium seats. Dragunov's going all the way to the right, though. I wonder what's going to be over here. Oh, man. There's more hardware, more weapons for him to use at his disposal, and he cracks Big E over the skull. And Dragunov has been in the lead of this match with a lot of momentum here right now. I don't know if it's mainly because he's just attacking him or what. And Dragunov heads over to the table, and he lights the shit on fire. What the hell? Ilya, come on, man. He just returned, Ilya. Don't do. Oh, burning his face up a little bit. Come on, Dragunov. He just returned. He's going to slam him into it. But Big E reverses it. Fighting back. Big E, don't be rusty. You've been on commentary and you've been at these interviews on all the WWE ESPN networks, man. You got to fight. Oh, no, and he burns his face up again. Dragunov looking to slam Big E into the fire. Oh, Big E reversed it on the last minute. You can't get him down there. Big E, come on. Fight back. Oh, my God, with the big slam right there. The big splash, as you could say. Getting the chair to weaken up Dragunov. Oh, and he chops him down again. Punching him and pounding away at his face. Trying to make him bleed out here on the outside. But Dragunov, he's fighting back as he wants Big E to burn. No, but the Mad Dragon is burning. Now, it's too late. Kicked him off. He almost falls into the table. He burns his face one more time. What are you going to do, Ilya? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. And that's not it. That's not good. Oh, Ilya drops down. He reverses that. And Ilya Dragunov catches him. German suplex through the fire table. German suplex with the neck on the back of the chair. German suplex on the concrete. Dragunov. Dragunov. Weakening up that neck of Big E. Oh, no. Reversed. And Big E looks like he's going to slam him down on both chairs. Oh, my God, with Dragunov landing on both chairs. Torpedo Moscow! Torpedo Moscow! Torpedo Moscow! Wait. Dragunov, you do have to win this back in the ring. He's correct. The championship, the vacant championship is above the ring. And Ilya's making his way up. Pick up the ladder. Oh, here comes Big E. Can he get there before Dragunov climbs all the way to the top? He does reach it. Is he going to climb up also? Ilya fighting through. He's going to get it off. And Big E couldn't get to him in time, and your new Intercontinental Champion, Ilya, the Mad Dragon, Dragunov. Money in the Bank has been a hellacious night so far, and we're not done. Entering next. Competing for the Tag Team Championship. Entering first one half of the Lucha Bros, Rey Fenix. Rey Fenix is debuting here in the Syndicate era. We have not seen him yet. Penta has been doing all the dirty work for the team. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is for the vacant Tag Team Championships. Entering second, get after his brother. We know this man has no fear. In other words, cero miedo. Penta is here. And ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know anything about Penta, you better learn this right here. He's a smooth operator. Smooth operator. Pentagon. Penta is here, ladies and gentlemen, trying to capture gold with his brother. But they'll be facing a tough task as they'll be facing off against the Vision. 2 members from the Vision will be this man here first, Logan Paul, the Maverick. We last saw him quit against Penta in an I Quit match to close out Raw in the main event. So we'll see if he has any quit in him today. And his partner, the other half for this match from the Vision, none other than the future, so-called future, Austin Theory. Austin Theory is here, and he is ready to get some gold. Tag team gold, actually. All day. Starting off this match, we'll have Phoenix and Paul going at it right here. As Ray Phoenix is using that speed right there.
Under the direction of the Oracle, this elite group has been one of the most feared factions the world has ever known.
Yeah, and I still don't know how Heyman is able to corral this lot of some of the most reprehensible faces we've ever seen.
Super kick to the back of the head right there. As Theory gets a sucker punch in on Phoenix, and Phoenix jumps over the top rope on him. Knocks him down real quick, and Logan Paul returns the favor by hitting his brother, then hitting a neck breaker. Moonsault off the top rope. Paul goes for a victory real quick, and Penta isn't having it. He goes to break up that count, but ladies and gentlemen, you cannot always get in the ring. So per tag, you have one time to get in the ring. That's for all tag matches, or you will be disqualified. And Penta already wasted his one time very, very early. Just like Logan Paul just playing with his opposition.
A shot like that to the ego could really shake you up mentally.
Ray Phoenix ducks under with a bridge over German suplex, getting a 2 count right there. I think you need to tag your brother, Ray. We know you want to show everybody what you got, but I think it's time. But he don't want to hear it. Crossbody here. And now, honestly, Ray Phoenix's repertoire is very, very diverse. So it'll be fun to see what he got going on in the match. Penta tried to start it off the same way with that Hurricane Rana, but he missed. No cigar right there. Getting out of this fireman's carry. Down. Trying to wear down Theory. There he goes. If you don't succeed, try again. That's what they say. Weakening up that arm. Oh my gosh. Weakening up that arm. We know Penta loves that limb damage right there. Trying to hurt every limb, every joint of his opponents with a tornado DDT right there. Smooth operator. Every time he does that walk, no need to ask. No need to ask. We know what he is. DDT on the apron of Logan Paul, returning the favor. As he jumps over the top rope with a crossbody, going for a pin count. 1, 2, kick out. And Penta works out of this. And they're going a little back and forth right here. And Logan Paul gets in the ring, and it looks like he wanted to attack Penta, but he didn't. Because he knew Penta was going to be ready for that one. But he's wasted his tag opportunity for this tag. Penta gets him into the corner, looking for a double team move that doesn't hit. Theory going for a super kick. Doesn't hit, but like you said, if you don't succeed, try again. Super hit. Oh my God, and Penta does his super kick back, tagging in his brother. Oh, what a move by Ray Phoenix. Right there in the corner. Going for a super kick again, but it gets caught into an enziguri right there. Tornado moonsault Oh, yeah, they're weakening up Theory really good right here. On the top rope, Ray Phoenix sizing him up. Cross body, but he doesn't get all of it right there. Both men are down on the ground. He goes for a pin, though. That's a good thing to do. Go for the pin. Kicking out at 2 count right there by Ray Phoenix. Logan Paul is waiting for his opportunity. He's at full health. They're isolating Theory right here. And double backstabber from the brothers. And Theory has not been able to get a tag off, or he's not been able to even get a second to breathe. They must have scouted Austin Theory before this match. This is Theory's also debut into the Syndicate era. This is an inaugural match as a double super kick as the brothers are on fire right now. And he knocks over Logan Paul, going to the top rope. Frog splash from the heavens. Frog splash from the heavens, ladies and gentlemen. And Ray Phoenix is pandering to the crowd right now. And he's begging Logan Paul to get in there. And Theory, go with a patented vintage Theory with the rolling in drop kick. And what is this? A stomp! A stomp! Shades of his old mentor, Seth Rollins. Former leader of the Vision. As he gets Phoenix in the corner, but he does not want to make a tag. That's on him. That's his prerogative, and it backfires on him. To the top rope. Phoenix, crossbody again.
I think we know what he's thinking, and it's not going to be nice.
Looks like Ray was going to steal his move, but that doesn't work out well for him. And Theory's like, nah, I got this. Finally going to make a tag. Phoenix gets out to that corner one more time. Super kick right there to the jaw. Bringing down Ray to the corner. He's going again to the top rope, and this time it's a Hurricane Rana. I think he needs to make a tag, Austin. I think you need to make a tag. When you get that momentum, you need to make a tag. That's the only way you'll be able to get out of this. What an uppercut. Oh my gosh. Adios, amigo. As Theory goes for the, as Ray Phoenix goes for the pin. 2 count right there. Theory finds a little bit of momentum on the outside of the ring. But here it looks like Ray Phoenix is going to the top, and he isn't having it. Tranquilo. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, Finn Balor has won the Money in the Bank, so he can make his sights out for any champion of his choosing at any time, any place. Oh, Theory's busted open as the brothers are jumping him on the outside, aren't letting any Logan Paul action happen, and Logan Paul cannot risk it. He cannot get in the ring, or his the opportunity will be forfeited, and Lucha Bros will be champs anyway. Honestly, if I was Paul, I'd have got down, ran over there, and I just started brawling on the outside.
He beats the count, barely.
Theory's right now. Theory is too weak. Finally, oh no. Super kick. Austin Theory. Mexican Destroyer. Sending him down. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, kick out. Theory's busted open, and he's basically been in a handicap match for a majority of this bout, yet he is still fighting. But I think, Austin, this is the beginning of the end. Dropped down by Phoenix. And I think he's going to set up that muscle buster. If he can. Austin, make your tag. He's trying to do too much. Yeah, that's it. He's trying to do. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't learned anything for this match, if you're on a team, you got to know you got to be a teammate. Use your team because this is a Mexican muscle buster in the center of the ring. And your new champs, Lucha Bros, Rey Fenix and Penta.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Entering first, he's a visionary. He's a revolutionary. He is Seth freaking Rollins. Seth Rollins is competing right now for the World Heavyweight Championship. On the inaugural Raw, Seth lost to Shawn Michaels in a good bout, honestly. It went back and forth, but Rollins seemed to grab the rope, and the rope break, the ref didn't see the rope break, so he was forced to kick out. When he was forced to kick out, he got up and got caught with Sweet Chin Music, so he lost. And then now he's in his rematch because last week to qualify, Shawn Michaels distracted him, which caused LA Knight to win. So entering second is the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. We last seen him when he defeated Rollins. We didn't see him last week, but we heard his music. And so HBK is out here to break more hearts and looking to retain his World Heavyweight Championship. This is going to be a good one, ladies and gentlemen, because if you like wrestling, you'll love this. Michaels looking at the championship for what could be the last time. And Rollins, he's so obsessed with the belt. World Heavyweight Championship on the line here. Rollins. Michaels. Let's get it off. And they start, and they rush each other, and they're brawling because Michaels is going to try to match Rollins' intensity, but Rollins is pissed. Michaels has been costing him opportunities, and Rollins is not going to take lightly to that.
That's what we're about to see.
Rollins wants to show everybody why he's here every single day, why he is a full-time superstar coming here and fighting for what is rightfully his. He was the inaugural World Heavyweight Champion, and he feel like he should have never lost it. First time he lost it was when he was messing around helping out Cody Rhodes. This time, he lost. Next time he lost it was when he got hurt, and then Punk won it. Then Punk, he could still be champ, but he wanted to work for it and earn it. So we had the title on the line, and it was vacant. Entering for the vacant title match was Rollins, who inputted himself, and Shawn Michaels, who also inputted himself. And this is where we're at now. That's all the lore you're getting, ladies and gentlemen, for tonight. As Rollins goes for a springboard, and I think he overshot it. And Michaels dumps him on the outside of the ring. Missed crossbody on the outside again.
Yeah, that might have changed his whole match. He's finally able to get the reins on this one.
Time now for Shawn to get his energy up and claw back into the fight.
Elbow drop right to the chest. Throwing Seth all the way to the other side. Oh, Bulldog right there on that ground. You know we don't have that much protection right there. Get up, Rollins. Get in this ring. It's a 6 count. And he doesn't want to with a springboard drop kick.
Typical crafty offense from Rollins.
Look like he's going to clear the count. But Rollins, you must know. You know you can't win this. It's only pinfall or submission.
This timing with that springboard. Oh, man.
Kick to the back.
Pumped up in the corner now. Tip Rollins.
Oh, DDT coming. Oh, no, Pedigree. I'm so sorry. Not DDT. Pedigree. Shades of Michaels' best friend, Triple H. Kicked out, though, because I know if anybody got a lot of durability for that move, it's definitely HBK. He's taken that move once too many times. Going for the flying forearm, the vintage Michaels, but it doesn't hit. And Rollins looked like he was going for that stomp, but he couldn't connect. Michaels is already adept. He grabbed him and he was ready for it. Forearm smash right there and going to a knee strike, a deadly knee strike. We've seen that move knock out numerous opponents as he's going for a Phoenix Splash and he hits it. Rollins never hits his Phoenix Splash. 2, this could be it. Oh, kick out. He hit that knee strike against John Cena back in like maybe around 2015 time, and he broke his nose. And look at Rollins. He's feeling good about this, pandering to the crowd, but he has to watch out because the same way, that's how he got caught with that sweet chin music. Michaels, he's looking a little bit sluggish, a little bit rusty right here. But he got to keep on going. He got to keep on fighting. Suplex. German suplex right there by Seth Rollins. Going for a stomp. Looks like, oh no. And rolled up. Michaels rolls him up. Hold up. Rollins reverses. Going over for the bridge. Almost a 3 count. Rolling to a backslide right there by HBK in the center of the ring. There's nowhere to go. Kicking out at 1.
I thought for sure that was it.
And Rollins, he doesn't care about anything. He's very desperate tonight. Oh my gosh, and speaking of desperate, he's removing that turnbuckle. What is he going to do? No. Oh, he's throwing HBK into that turnbuckle. Now, we know HBK got a history of back issues. So, he's going to have to watch out now that this turnbuckle is exposed. And again, into hurting him right in the middle of his back. For a 3rd time into the turnbuckle. Jesus. What's your problem, Rollins? Luthez press right there, wearing him down. As HBK is like, get up. Because he wants to fight dirty, and Michaels is going to fight dirty. Sweet chin music. Same move that put Rollins out, but he kicks out at 1 and goes straight into it. Again. Wait, the ref is distracted. He throws HBK over to the corner. No. This is one of those banned moves. It's ended Sting's career very early. Buckle bomb. Buckle bomb. Wait, the ref turns around. HBK is getting hit with a curb stomp. Right to the skull, busted him open. Going for the victory. 1, 2. Oh, HBK kicks out at 2. And Michaels is done. He looks like it. He looks like he's done, but he's trying to fight back. Actually, they're going back and forth. Michaels is giving everything he got, but Rollins is determined. And look, like I said, he is fighting very, very desperate. Chop from Rollins. Chop from Michaels. Chop from Rollins. Michaels says, come on. If you can do it again. Super kick. Super kick. He's signing him up in the corner. Can you do it? Can you believe it? Seth freaking Rollins is your new world heavyweight champion. After trials and tribulations, Rollins is back on the top of the mountain. Seth Rollins is your new World Heavyweight Champion, the face of Monday Night Raw. Ladies and gentlemen, but don't forget, the men's match already happened. We know somewhere Finn is looking and plotting, and he could choose if he wants to go for this or wants to go for one of the big boys. As the vintage Rollins swinging the championship around his head. One of my favorite celebrations of all time.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match and is for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Oh my gosh, everybody. I told you if Becky won that match, she would have to put the title on the line in a match in a street fight, against a random opponent. And the random opponent is none other than Raw's draft pick, AJ Lee. AJ Lee is here, ladies and gentlemen. And we know, AJ, you got a tough battle, though. You're facing off against the man, Becky Lynch. Becky 2 times, Becky 2 belts, whatever you want to call it. The last kicker is going to be a fight. And these two, there's no easy way to say this, but there's a lot of bad blood between these women. And I think blood will be spilled tonight. AJ Lee. Becky Lynch. Street fight. If you're enjoying this video so far, please, like I said, like, subscribe, join the syndicate. We're building and we're growing. That's all we want to do. AJ looks at the title, knowing the stakes of what it takes, as she rushes Becky Lynch with a shotgun drop kick. And like I told you before, ladies and gentlemen, these girls hate each other. AJ going straight for the chair to crack Becky on top of her skull with.
She's compromised. Oh, quick crucifix. Leah has something in mind, looking under the
what is this? She grabs a bag. I don't know what's in that bag, but can't be nothing nice. Oh, and she smacks her with a bag. Is that nickels? It's thumbtacks. What the hell? Suplex. Oh, just rarely missing the thumbtacks though. No one wants to get caught in that leg sweep, kind of missing the tacks also. The kick mixes and she falls and misses the tacks again. Oh, that doesn't miss him though. Right there on the side, on that arm. Come on. Oh, AJ, your plan backfired on you as you move out the way, but a shotgun drop kick drops Becky on the back of those tacks also. And I know that back is hurting. Try to pull him out, Lynch. Float over, crucifix pin. 1 count. Becky's looking to retain here tonight. Becky did not want to. This is because of her keeping her belt, actually. So there are, just like there's opportunity for more people to win championships. If you don't want to be brand new and work for everything in the Syndicate era, trust me, you'll have to learn the hard way that things can happen. Oh, what is that? What the hell was that? AJ Lee taking high risk. Not really a good reward. But yes, like I said, Lynch kept this belt and she fought. I actually don't even know who she fought for the belt. I can't. Oh, she fought Maurice. I'm so sorry. She fought Maurice and she lost Maurice lost to Becky. And if Maurice would have won, she would have been a champion and would have been excluded from this. But since Becky won and she kind of kept the belt that was hers, she had to fight in a mystery match. That was the second part of the agreement. And this mystery match is against AJ Lee, someone who knows her very well. I like that move, that little sliced bread on the outside right there.
Disaster with an elbow in the midsection.
Going, whipping her over to the corner.
Stalking now, burning holes.
She's cracking her with that kendo stick. Another crack with the kendo stick. Another one. Another. Oh no, reversed. As Becky is in advantage now. She's looking to weaken her up. Shotgun drop kick again. A very, very good move.
Boom! Oh, grabbing the belt. Becky timed that one.
She counters it.
AJ building up a head of steam here.
It's like a shining wizard on the outside of the ring. Dragging Becky over to the table.
Evades the attack.
Oh, the reversal by Becky Lynch. Lynch showing how much punishment she can withstand.
Reversed again by Lee.
Becky weathered the storm and wants to create a
AJ's putting her on the table. But what is she going to do? Is it going to be a Hurricane Rana through the table on the outside? And she's pandering to the crowd. Come on. Come on. It's very ironic that CM Punk's wife made it to the pay-per-view, but he didn't. But it's also ironic that Seth's wife was in the match right after him as she opens up a new bag of tacks right there in the center of the ring. And she's looking for that octopus Black Widow stretch right there. You can see the tack still in her body. Lynch gets out of that. Oh, my gosh. I think someone's bleeding, though. I don't know who. I think Becky Lynch cracked her head open a little bit on those tacks when she got out of that Black Widow. Slamming her in the corner right here. Reversed.
Shot in the face gets them out of that spot. And that holds Becky.
And another one. 2 times the charm. Is Becky going to tap out, ladies and gentlemen? No, she doesn't. She gets out the second time again and drops AJ Lee with a face full of tacks. Lee is staggered. She tries to fight back. But Becky has her number. Insecurity following her again on those tacks. AJ's trying to get up. And she's going insane right now. She grabs the chair while Becky grabs the table because the crowds, I think they know they want tables. And Lynch is shot down with that steel chair, and she's going to be in for a rude awakening if she gets hit again in that head with the chair. Forearm smash right to the chest. Drop kick doesn't hit. Back of the skull, landing on the tacks. These ladies will have tacks all through their body. Forearm slash, if you could see it. Another shining wizard right there on the tacks. Going for the pin, throwing her back down on him. 1, 2, kick out by Becky Lynch. Becky is not about to lose her belt to someone that she feels is way inferior to her. As she's pulling out those tacks on her body, AJ is setting up a table right over the thumbtacks. Whoever goes through that is going to... No! AJ Lee through the table and through the thumbtack in the center of the ring, man, and a slam. 1, 2, oh, kick out! And a kick out by AJ Lee. Becky cannot believe it. Becky cannot believe it. And she gets hit one more time with the Black Widow. Tap. Tap. She's going to tap. Is she gonna tap?
And now we see just how much
Is she gonna tap? No, it doesn't look like it. She's still holding on. She's still holding on. I cannot believe this, ladies and gentlemen. 5-star after 5-star after 5-star match. Lee, let's go. Going for the pin to be the new IC champion. AJ Lee is your victor. Becky couldn't take any more. She just passed out. Wow. Look at this. The carnage from these two women. The thumbtacks all in her body. We know it hurts. Blood spilled. Champion crowned.
Champion. One story ends and another is just beginning.
What a moment. She never lost.
Oh, snap. Ladies and gentlemen, entering first for this tag team bout, Nathan Frazier and your resident superhero, Axiom. And look at Axiom. He's running out there a little bit gingerly. Not too bad. I think he'll be able to go tonight. After that grueling Money in the Bank. Oh, look at his back. Jesus. They're facing off against the Hart Dynasty. Entering first right here. The best there was. The best there is. And the best there ever will be. Bret the Hitman Hart. First time he's debuting in the Syndicate era, ladies and gentlemen.
How intimidating was that?
And his partner, the other half of the Hart Foundation, accompanied by the British Bulldog, Jim the Anvil Neidhart. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, for the Tag Team Championships, the WWE Tag Team Championships. That'll be on SmackDown. Yes, Miss Monco has the WWE Tag Team Championships. Look how pretty the gold looks right there. Look at the body of Axiom. Bruised up on the front and the back. This is ridiculous. Bret Hart starting it off quick. Trying to weaken Axiom up. Oh my God, what a back body drop. And Axiom still trying to use his moves. The springboard took so much out of him right now. Hurting on those ribs. As he tags in his partner, Nathan Frazier. And Frazier is looking to pick it up for his team with a sling blade right here. Knocking over Neidhart with a enziguri kick to the outside. As he turns his attention back. Oh, he tried to hit Davey Boy, British Bulldog, but he got distracted and was able to get hit in the back by Bret Hart. But anyway, yes, Axiom did qualify for the Money in the Bank. He failed early on tonight, and he's reaping the what he sows, actually. Look at all those bruises on his body, on his front and his back. It's very tragic. But Frazier is moving very fast with a moonsault and a swanton. Got Bret Hart right there in the middle of the ring, broken up by Jim Anvil. Frazier is very talented, ladies and gentlemen. This is also his debut in the Syndicate era, and he gives me shades of Seth Rollins. He can most definitely be a future champion here. He just has to grind it out. I mean, it's going to be a hard road. They can first touch gold right here, though. Ducking out of the way. Irish whip to the corner again, and an elbow strike with enziguri. Bret looks like he wanted to go tag Jim, but he couldn't reach him. Oh, here goes the Bulldog by Bret Hart. getting him a little room so he can go on the offensive. Irish whipped into the corner. And Frazier got to get out of this corner now. I know it's going to be detrimental to try to tag in Axiom, but if anybody can do it, your superhero can. Oh, reverse. Tagging, making a tag. Oh. What's going on? Double underhook. Oh, reversed by Frazier. Again, reversed by Frazier. And he's dropping Bret Hart into the sharpshooter. Ladies and gentlemen, the sharpshooter is now closed in, but Frazier, I think he didn't messed up because Bret knows how to get out of that very quick. Don't try to use his move against him. As he's walking over menacingly, tagging in the anvil, and it looks like he's gonna throw the big man down with a crossbody, taking out Frazier. And we're back here. Frazier and the anvil still going at it on the outside, and here comes Nathan Frazier tagging in Axiom. After Axiom got a little bit of break and a breather. Come on, you gotta clutch it up for your team. Flying Superman punch. Oh no. He tried to knock down Bret Hart, and he does. Oh, getting trucked over by Jim Anvil. And his head and his torso is hurting very bad. Him and Anvil have had their shared bouts back and forth. Each time Axiom coming out victorious. So let's see if he can take that momentum right now and win the tag team championship. Jim dragging him to the upper right corner, busting him open and hitting those ribs and those kidneys. And Axiom is bruised everywhere. Irish whipped it back in the corner. Gaining a little momentum right here. Off the top rope with a Hurricane Rana. Opening it up here for itself. Getting ready, raising him up. What are you going to do, Axiom? Do you not know? Into the corner, punch down again, and they're double teaming. The anvil, guillotine leg drop. Back into the ring. Come on, Axiom. You can do it. Moving up the ropes, very slow. Here it is, frog splash for the championship. One, breaking up by Bret Hart. And Axiom is sick of it. He wants to knock down Hart for good, punch him right in the face, and a hot shot over to the top of the guy. Oh no, no, no. Jim Anvil has Axiom in the middle of the ring, and he's gonna tap, but no. Frazier breaks it out. Axiom his back is in like disarray, ladies and gentlemen. Slamming his head into the corner, busting him open. Oh, he looks like he was gonna finish him off with that kick, and that does not hit. No cigar. Again on that injured back. Going to the top rope. Jimmy Anvil doesn't fly too much. Is he going to go for another one of those crossbody? Whoa, that's a shoulder, like a clothesline, a flying clothesline. Axiom, you desperately need to make a tag. You can't get in this corner. You got to get out of this corner. Oh, no, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like they're setting up for the heart attack. No! 1, 2, 3. The Hart Foundation are your new WWE Tag Team Champs. Axiom is very, very hurt, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have to see how Fraxium can recover from this loss as a team. Entering next for this World heavyweight women's championship match. Entering first for the vacant title, the genius of the sky, Io Sky! Io Shirai. She is here trying to be the first world champion of the Syndicate era for the women's division on Monday Night Raw. And her opponent, the Trailblazer, the Hall of Famer, 25 years in the making, Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus is on her way down to the ring, ladies and gentlemen. She will try to make history and become the first ever world heavyweight champion for the women's division in the Syndicate era. Vacant world title on the line. Io Sky debuted in the first match of the Syndicate era, and now she's going to get her opportunity to try and win the world's heavyweight championship. Women's world is on the line.
The Women's World Championship.
And they start off brawling because Trish is trying to bring the fire, but you know Io does not back down. She doesn't back down from anything. Slam right there down on a knee, a little knee drop back breaker. Trish waking her up. Oh, good punch. Right there to the sternum. Bulldog in the center of the ring. But Trish doesn't stay down. She says she's back and she's better. She says she feels like she's in the greatest shape of her life, being able to compete at a high level still. Oh, kick right to the face of Io Sky. Unless she missed. I think she might have missed that. But she is on her, staying on her. You got to move pretty quick to stop the genius of the sky. You don't want to let her get up to the sky. Oh, spine buster, sit out spine buster, going for the pin right there. One, kick out. Io is starstruck a little bit. She wasn't expecting to face a Hall of Famer right here. Jumping over the top rope with a drop kick. There she goes. Rile up the crowd, Io.
Sky saw a vulnerable target and didn't hesitate to land an explosive blow.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, this has been a hell of a night. Opened up with Finn Balor winning the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Also, we had the Lucha Bros beating, and look at Io Sky getting the crowd fired up. Out of the ring right there with a diving suicide dive. On the top of the barricade, and she's going with that moonsault, and she hits. We had Lucha Bros defeat the Vision for the WWE World Tag Team Championship. And we also had Seth freaking Rollins be able to avenge his own loss against Shawn Michaels, and he was able to capture the World Heavyweight Championship. So we'll see him tomorrow on Monday Night Raw. That'll be fun to hear from him. Ilya Dragunov beat Big E in a TLC match for the Intercontinental Championship. Sorry about that. Which was a pretty good gruesome match. And so far for me, match of the night had to be, well, obviously we just saw Fraxium and lose to Jim Anvil and Bret Hart, the Hart Foundation for the WWE Tag Team Championships. But, ladies and gentlemen, the match of the night for me was the Women's Intercontinental Championship match. What is Io doing going to the top rope? What? The Spanish fly off the top rope. What a move by Io Sky. Uh-oh. And it's time to go over the moon, ladies and gentlemen. Io looking to capture gold. Over the moonsault. 1, 2, Oh, kick out. Kick out by Trish Stratus. In my opinion, match of the night was Becky Lynch facing AJ Lee in a street fight for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. AJ Lee came out victorious after a hellacious fight where both women were brutalized in the carnage. But this is another contender for match of the night right here. Still to come, we have the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match and your main event. The WWE Undisputed title is on the line. Look at Trish Stratus with a chick kick. Right there to Io Sky, looking to become world champ. 1, 2, oh, kick out. Kick out Io Sky. She's still fighting. She's still fighting, ladies and gentlemen. In your main event for the WWE Undisputed Championship, Brock Lesnar versus the Animal, Dave Bautista. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm just hearing that match will be a no DQ. No DQ, no holds barred. So that Kimura is legal. Another over the moonsault. Io Sky. It has her now down in the center of the ring too. Kick out again. Trish Stratus is not going down easy, ladies and gentlemen. She is not going down easy, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, Io Sky kicking her in the head, and she wants to get her again with the with that springboard move at the top. Oh no, no springboard. Oh, a suplex to the outside, knocking down both women. Io's gingerly getting up as she goes to the top rope. The Genius of the Sky. Oh no, the splash doesn't hit. Knees right there to the stomach, and a bicycle kick going on by moonsault. What the fuck? Not moonsault. I got excited, ladies and gentlemen. German suplex now to a Meteora. And now she's going back to the top rope. Io over the moonsault, hitting the ribs again. You ever heard of going to the well too many times? Spine buster, sit out spine buster. Now Io's back and ribs are hurting. One person that went to the well a lot too many times was the charismatic enigma Jeff Hardy. Io's like the Jeff Hardy of the women's division. Setting her up for that drop kick again. You gotta find a way, Io, to close this out. Oh, chick kick doesn't hit. Reverse into a flurry of punches by Io. Going for a kick in the midsection, but that doesn't work. Chick kick right there to the face. Oh my God. Io. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Kick out. Io is still going. And Trish looks like she has like a bruise or a knot on her head. It looks like Trish is trying to take her time and get her breath. Finisher was reversed by reversed by Trish. Io trying to fight her way out of it. Clothesline.
Tonight we are truly witnessing WWE.
Uh-oh. Setting Trish up again. Top rope. Is she gonna try 2 avalanche Spanish flies? No way. Io Sky from the top rope. Get up, Io. You can grab it. You have the glory. Over the moonsault. She's in a drop zone. Oh my God, the moonsault lands. Ladies and gentlemen, 2, 3, we have a new world champion, and her name is Io Sky. Congratulations to Io Sky, the inaugural Women's World Champion, the flagship woman of Monday Night Raw. Well, watch your back. because it's the women's Money in the Bank, and we're opening up with former NXT superstar, now drafted to SmackDown, who qualified, Miss Parker. Miss Parker. Ladies and gentlemen, Jada Parker is here looking to make her name for herself. As you can hear, the crowd is so ecstatic seeing Jada Parker head her way to the ring. She's going to have to climb that ladder and beat 7 other women to become the women's Money in the Bank champion, briefcase holder, whatever you want to call it. But she qualified, and her time is now. Entering second into this match. Ladies and gentlemen, Raw's newest superstar drafted right there on SmackDown. You talking about time is now, but it is Tiffy time. Tiffany Stratton, ladies and gentlemen, making her way to the ring.
Most people could only dream of...
Entering next from SmackDown, who qualified. She looked like she had a double qualify, but she sent the message for sure, slamming Victoria down on that ladder yesterday night. But La Primera, Stephanie Vaquer, she is here, ladies and gentlemen, looking to grab that brass ring and be Money in the Bank holder. Entering next, someone that Stephanie has very much familiarity with, Julia. She qualified by barely beating Zelina Vega on SmackDown. So we'll see what's going to happen with this opportunity as she gets. Who's she going to pick? Is she going to switch over to Raw? Is she going to try to stay on SmackDown? We'll see if she wins the Money in the Bank. Next, also from SmackDown, Mia Yim Chen is here. And they gave her a little bit of pyro. Look at that. Mia Yim qualified in a decisive victory versus Maxine Dupree. So we'll see. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, business is about to pick up. The Prodigy is here. Roxanne Perez from Monday Night Raw is here. And she is ready to capture gold. We know she wants to take the WWE by storm, but the first step right here is this opportunity. Go ahead, climb up that ladder, get to the briefcase, Roxanne. You can do it. You'll be the women's Money in the Bank holder, and you can challenge for any title that you want. The Prodigy is here, ladies and gentlemen. This match is very star-studded. I'm sorry. Former member of the Judgment Day also. She's looking to break out and become a solo superstar. In the first qualifier for the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, also from the Judgment Day, the decorated Liv Morgan. No Dom out here tonight, just you by yourself, Liv. Let's do it. And someone she has a lot of history with. The face that runs the place. The face of the women's division. The Eradicator. Rhea Bloody Ripley. Rhea Ripley is here, ladies and gentlemen, and she is going to go back to the top of the mountain, is her words, and become world champion. And when she wins, she told us she's going straight for the WWE Undisputed Championship. That's what she said. And here we're off right here, ladies and gentlemen. Such a great night that we've had so far. A lot of moments, a lot of star-studded moments. Thank you for tuning in with me tonight. So far, after this, we have our main event, ladies and gentlemen. But if you've made it this far in the video, I appreciate it. Please drop a like and drop a subscribe. This is our first ever pay-per-view, the first pay-per-view of the Syndicate era. Most pay-per-views will be approximately about an hour just to culminate some storylines and finish things off. I know Money in the Bank is especially long because it has those ladder matches and a couple of more things that we have to set up to give our, universe a foundation. But I'm very happy with the product that I've created, and I'm happy to see where it goes leading up all the way throughout the year to WrestleMania and then the draft number 2. Roxanne in the ring getting punched by Liv. That's very interesting. Tornado DDT by Mi Chen. Can she break out and have her moment? Oh! What was that on her spine? Don't act like that don't hurt, girl. That shit hurt. And Liv is outside going crazy. She's going back at Roxanne again. Is that a little beef? Wait, the Prodigy trying to slip back in the ring, but gets caught by Rhea and Liv. All 3 former, Judgment Day members. 3 eras of Judgment Day members, actually. Roxanne climbing to the top, and she's. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here, and it looks like they set up a table on the outside, but Rhea is getting hit with the 3 amigos in the middle of the ring, and the last one landing her back on the ladder. You see her holding her lower back right there. That's one way to knock down the powerhouse. And she's pandering to Eddie Guerrero, but she doesn't give a shit. She goes straight into it, but Liv reverses it into a drop kick. You're not going to take her moment, Rhea. And she does it again.
And that was a first-hand example of a dirty attack. Liv gets her back.
Oh, what a move by Liv Morgan. A springboard drop kick. And Rhea's working on Tiffy over there. And look at that. Da, da. The devil's kiss on the outside to Roxanne Perez.
An overhead kick. To the kidneys from behind.
The camera zoomed in on Stratton right now. I don't know why. Jada Parker reverses that. Come on, Jada. You got to make a name for yourself. Come on. Oh, don't try to do that, though. You got to watch out for your opponents. That's a rookie mistake. Oh, and Tiffy looked like she was going for it. Wait, Roxanne is up to the top rope, ladies and gentlemen. Roxanne is grabbing the title. Roxanne is grabbing the briefcase. She's pushed over by Tiffany Stratton. And Tiffy with a slam right, I don't know what that move was. She used her knees to get extra elevation right there. Somebody's bleeding, though. Julia's going outside the ring, wearing down on La Primera, whose face is busted open right now. And Liv grabbing a hold of Jada Parker, tossing her back in the ring. And Roxanne DDTs Rhea Ripley as Tiffany hits her with the prettiest moonsault, but it was reversed. Rhea is not going to go out like that. She grabs Jada Parker, launches her to the corner. But Parker is trying to fight out. Oh, headbutt. Oh, no. Headbutting Jada. Throwing her into up like what move was that? And now she's hitting. Wait, what is going on? The camera. Tiffany Stratton. Wait, Rhea's worrying about the wrong thing. Tiffany Stratton is grabbing the briefcase. Riptide, though. She took that personal. She wanted to take out the whole ring, and she cost herself the match. Tiffany Stratton is the women's Money in the Bank. 2-time Money in the Bank. Tiffy time is now. That was very hectic, but let's go out with, ladies and gentlemen, your main event. Entering first from Washington, D.C., Drax the Destroyer. No, I'm kidding. The Animal. Batista.
The following contest is a no-holds-barred match. And it's for the
Now, Batista, you have to know that this match is no holds barred, so they cannot be. The Syndicate era cannot be. What is it called? Liable for anything that happens in this match. He used the Kimura on you once. The Kimura is legal in this match, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't judge a book by its cover. He has has an extremely high in-ring IQ on top of being an absolute powerhouse.
Get these two big powerhouses. They're going to go at it for the world's WWE Undisputed Championship. Walking for miles in this pit of danger, Batista. Are you going to be able to survive the danger that faces you in the Beast incarnate? He took out, last time we saw Batista, he took out Brock Lesnar and Sheamus at the start of that match. I mean, at the end of that match, trying to set a tone, which forced Miss Monco to get a little bit of stability and make this championship match. So we'll have a rightful champion. Let's go. Come on. You getting ready? Let's see what you got. Are you washed? Because this guy is nothing to play with. Ladies and gentlemen, enter at second, the Beast, Brock Lesnar.
The Beast has
returned. Look at that. The fireworks. He knows how to sell a show. Brock Lesnar heading to the ring to win gold again. Here comes the pain. He wants to be undisputed champion on SmackDown just like he did in 2002.
The unification of the World Championship and
Taking a look at that gold right there, that beauty. The vacant WWE Undisputed Champion. We'll have a leader of this era right now. Batista, Lesnar. Oh, Batista goes straight at him with a shoulder tackle and trying to stomp him out. He's been waiting to get his hands on Brock Lesnar ever since that Kimura lock. That was very not cool, Brock. Clothesline him right in their corner. Oh, what was that? Okay. Stomping on him in the corner, in the bottom of the corner, choking him out with that shin. He goes under the ring. He's going to get a... Oh, look at that. He goes for a chair shot immediately, and it does not hit. That's the first suplex that we'll see tonight by Brock Lesnar. I know it's not the last one. Batista dumps him on the outside.
he's making his way to ringside now. Ooh, and he manages to reverse.
Both men don't want the other men to gain an advantage and grab him here.
Taking this to the floor.
Batista goes to pick up those steps. Oh, he could not get a shot off. And Lesnar, he thinks he got a little bit of momentum, and he throws Batista right into the announce table, the Spanish announce table that does not have any Spanish announcers. We'll just call it the extra announce table. No, not while he's leaned up on there, Batista. I don't even know if he's able to. Oh, man, he misses again.
And he heads back into the ring.
And Lesnar is clearly looking for a fight here. Time to back up as the announce desk gets...
The animal seems furious as he's tossing, stares around, undressing the announce table. What is going on with Batista? He's like enraged right now. Oh my gosh, finally getting a shot with that steel step.
Let's hope they don't get that close.
Slamming him over. And undressing the other one, throwing that directly at Brock Lesnar.
Not long for this world. Oh my God.
He hammer strike right there to his back, going for a slam down very easily. Bow! Right there on the concrete. Batista, watch out. Right there on the skull! Batista, he has a family. This is still a family product, even though we're a bit aggressive now. Throwing the table inside the ring. He also gets a shovel, and he goes to crack him over the head, but Brock reverses that. And he has the shovel now, and he wants to take charge of this match. Headbutt by Lesnar. Trying to throw Batista in the ring, but Batista returns it and throws him in the ring. He goes to get that shovel again as he wants to dig a hole on Brock Lesnar's career, cracking him with that shovel.
Now is being contained.
Look at him playing around. Cracking him again with the shovel.
This is beyond personal now. This is about putting the
Oh, man. And throwing it at his face for good measure. Cracking him with the chair. Oh, Brock reverses it, drops him down right there on the chair on the table, going for a pin.
kick out by Batista.
It'll take more than that to hold him down.
Another shoulder tackle right there by the animal. Launching him back onto the outside. Wait, Batista, you don't do top rope. Stop it, get down. Elbow drop right there to Brock.
You are when you crash on the floor.
Spear on the outside. The animal spear.
Batista looking like a true huntsman now. We could be moments away from that final kill shot.
Oh, Fitz suddenly got a lump.
He's setting him up. Oh, no. This
Is he going to try to do this? Reversed by Brock Lesnar. Brock is not going to get put through the table. Oh, my God. F5. F5 through the nose table to Batista. What? What a turn of events. The F5 through the announce table.
What's he hoping to find down there?
Found a bat under the
Brock is going to get a bat now. Oh, he drops the bat. And Batista's trying to get to him, but he can't. He can't get to him over that step, that piece of the step actually. Knocking him down where his face hitting first on the step, and he's gonna hit him with that oh, that's not a kendo stick. That is a hockey stick actually.
down there, but I do know that can do some big time damage.
And Brock's on top, mauling him. UFC-like ground and pound with those sharp elbows to the face of Batista, and he's screeching to the crowd, getting ready to set him down again for another F5, it seems like. But Brock is limping. These two guys have been hurting each other pretty bad.
Grabbing the good old kendo stick here.
That'll hurt. DDT. And these competitors are really laying it
Batista on the offensive, cracking him down with that kendo stick.
And this is our cue to get out of Dodge fast. You don't have to
Trying to raise him.
Hard hit with the
Can Batista do it now?
very physical and
And Brock is not having it again. But Batista isn't getting hit with a second F5 through the table as the guys are going back and forth right here.
the announce table. We're gonna see an implosion soon.
On the table, something got to give. Somebody got to get down. Oh, Brock grabbed him with a suplex off the announce table onto the concrete.
coming back from the outside now.
He's going to get that chair. He wants to inflict a little bit more pain.
Sent crashing into our desk.
But Batista is not letting go. Batista is not having that. He wants to hurt Brock Lesnar.
And Lesnar making his way.
Lesnar's like, nah, I know what you're setting up. I'm getting out of here. Yeah, you think that's what it is? It's not going to be that. There's so much carnage on the outside of this ring. Clothesline by Batista. I think since he can't hurt him that bad one way, he's going to try the other way. Can he get around this table, though? Oh, Brock, no. German suplex on the animal. Kick out by Batista. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a crazy bout. Clothesline. Somebody's going through this table right here, right now. Spine buster through the table. And Batista's letting them know it's not good. It's bad. Batista bomb. Intimate. And ladies and gentlemen, sorry about the footage. It's going to cut out. But we have a new WWE Undisputed Champion. Thank you for watching. I love you all. Tune in for Monday Night Raw. Thank you.